No marriage can survive without trust and commitment. HIV didn't kill him. Infidelity, stigma, and carelessness killed him in a short while. Every man should learn to be dependable. Unfaithful foes always end up like this. And this is what we do every day. We play and make ourselves happy. You can call me Naomi, and these are my two other sisters, Irene and Tammy. One thing that brings us together, we got each other's back. No matter who makes the mess, everyone fixes it. This is what they always do to me. Spoil my fun. We look like the best of friends. Not really. Sometimes we bring down the roofs on one another. Most times we fight over things that make no sense. Bottom line, we just want to create activities.
Watch my back. If I could find someone that can give me everything I need to smile. Oh, need to smile. I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything.
My dad, Chief Wellington, is not as rich as Dangote, but trust me, he is the best dad in Africa. A very rich and famous business mogul in Lagos, and a political juggernaut. We were the happiest girls on earth. Until this fun killer called marriage separated us. Each one to her world. A messy one. I can't tell you of their audios, but for me, How did I end up here? You may ask. Is it money? Far from it. Chief gives me everything I want in the world. But he is nowhere compared to my dad. We dated 5 years, even though Chief was married. I was more than a side chick. But something happened. Chief lost his wife. And I was already few months pregnant. I was needed here like never before. We had to do the necessaries to be together. But after marriage, Chief changed.
My dear, sleep. It will soon be morning. Huh?
Chief, this is what you do every night, Chief. Chief, for so many years now, you haven't touched me, Chief. And you've not told me of any offense I committed. That's if there is any. Chief, I'm a woman. I need you, Chief. I need love, Chief. I need care. I need caresses, Chief. Chief, I need you clean, Chief. I need you.
Oh no.
I need you, Chief.
Oh no, not now. I thought we agreed no more distressings. Don't I give you love? Huh? Has there been anything you wanted that you did not have? You have the entire world to yourself, my dear.
Oh, Chief. Chief, can't you see? Chief, the world is not enough. The world is not enough for me, Chief. Chief, I need you, Chief. I need you thin inside me, Chief. Oh, Chief.
Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave you. About to lose my mind, 'cause there's things I never told.
Mama, you're not sleeping.
I heard you. You're crying.
No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying, baby. Mommy is fine. Mommy's not crying, okay? Look, mommy will be fine. It's just that daddy is annoying.
Okay.
So, let's go to your room.
Okay, mommy.
Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave you. About to lose my mind, 'cause there's things I never told you.
I know my sisters told you a lot, but they say that he that wears the shoes knows how it hurts. I almost felt I had the sweetest marriage because my husband is the best of all. But then, they say there is no such thing as a perfect marriage. You didn't tell us you were coming.
Now that you are informed, this is my son's house. Shotigbo.
Ekpele, I'm sorry.
Georgia, go learn from me. Georgia, go learn.
Let me carry. Welcome back.
Tani mo wo yìí ná. Is this not Bola? Kí ló ń ṣe bí báyìí?
I came for holidays.
But I thought all schools have resumed.
Yes, Mama. I said I should help Auntie Smell before I go back to school.
Lóòótọ́. For real? Does your mother know that you are here?
No, Mama.
Tamara! Bossy,
You called me.
What is my little sister's daughter still doing in your house when all her mates are in school?
She said she wants to spend some time with us again, since there's nothing serious going on in school.
Is that what you told her?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Call your mother for me. I want to talk to her. You will not call her. Butter. What's that for me? Butter.
Well, how was I supposed to know that it was not just sports? Then you watch him dress you like this.
But I'm supposed to know,
I'm
Mom.
supposed to know? Is that the apology you're supposed to give to me? I'm running late for work.
I am sorry, Mom.
That's more like it. Run inside.
Bobby, water. Oh yeah, out.
Mama, it's late. I might not get flight to Abuja.
That is a big lie. You can get Abuja flight at any time.
Mama, why don't you just let her stay? Tomorrow she would go.
Madam Baby Magbebe. Ella Shonsho. Let her stay till tomorrow. To do what for you? Which child is she carrying around the house for you? Eh? Ha! Madam Baby Magbebe. Is it the house chores that you cannot do? I'm asking you.
Yummy.
Hey, shut up your mouth! Shut up! Before I forget my palm on top of your face. Well, that is so fine. If you want to gather children around you, there is no problem. But not another person's. You go and bear yours. And let's see if you will leave him or her at home while others are in school. You are for it.
I'm sorry, ma. You know Yami now. She shouldn't make you feel bad anymore. She still beats my mom at her age.
It's okay. Don't worry, it's fine. Okay, just call me when you get back to Abuja.
I am deeply sorry. Please forgive me.
You are not sorry. You are not sorry because it is not your first time, it is not your second or your third. I know you cannot change, but what I am still trying to decide on what to do with you, can you keep this shit out of this house because I am raising children here?
I said I am sorry. It won't happen again. In God's name.
God will punish you for using his name for such nonsense. He will punish you. What kind of a demon are you? If you knew you cannot handle marriage, why the hell did you come to my family?
I said I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry. Why are you acting like a saint? Why are you acting like you've never done something wrong before? You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. If you think there are better men out there, God-fearing men, then just go for one. And leave this sin alone. Alright? Please. I'm sorry.
Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna...
Mommy. Sorry, Mommy.
Irene, you're living in hell. This is what I go through every day. Each time I want to walk away, Dad says no divorce in the family. Then again, separation will affect my children. Lord, help me.
Never look like they could never break your heart.
Mommy.
Welcome, my son.
I didn't know you were around. When did you get here? Hello, love. How are you?
It's not been long she came. I said I was going to call you after cooking.
Hey, Jogben, that guy, Jare. He's not talking to you.
Baby, food is ready. Let me set the table for you.
All right. Mommy, that was harsh now.
Harsh? I mean, I did not notice.
Look, Mommy, you make my wife uncomfortable now. That is why whenever
See, my son, if you are talking about comfort here, it is me that really needs it, and not her. She is the reason why I am counting my gray hair with pains. At my age, I don't have a grandchild, and you have been married for 4 years.
Mommy, the issue of grandchildren has been sorted a long time ago now.
Where are they? I can't even hear them. Look, my son, if Tammy is barren, we will give you a second wife. Nobody is dragging her position with her. Give me what I want, so that when I join my ancestors, I will be in peace with them.
Mommy, you are not going anywhere. You are not joining any ancestors anytime soon. Let's go. Okay, Mommy, look, see, I don't have the energy to do this, yeah? I'm exhausted, look, I'll see you later, yeah?
Go and rest. But when you are fully rested, we will talk, We will talk, I will not leave this house until you give me a grandchild. If Tammy is barren, you have to follow me down to Ibadan to marry a complete wife. I'm not going to anywhere. This is where I'm going to sit down until you give me a grandchild. This is where, if you take my dog, see the lady. Maybe Coco.
You know, defending the proposal isn't the problem. I'm just thinking about the money. I mean, okay, if they agree to pay the 50% ahead as agreed, okay, what happens if we can't get half of the job done?
Alright, so that's really serious. But I'll just advise that you don't collect money for a start. Just pick up a post-dated check and I'll take it to my father and ask for a loan of 100 million naira. You know he believes in you so much, he trusts you so much. So I'm sure he'll be willing to do anything to make you happy since you're his favorite son, you know. So I'm sure he'll be able to do anything to make you happy. Yeah, his best.
Wale, I show logo rabata gbaa. So this is what you people do at night.
Mommy, what is it?
What is what? Well, you need somebody to teach you people the meaning of matrimonial bedroom. It is not meant for discussing business, but for making babies. You know?
Mommy, this thing is getting out of hand. This thing is getting out of hand. Kilo day now.
Wale, give me a grandchild. In my family, we don't have any barren person. This woman here will not come and bring shame to me. Look at all your younger cousins abroad. They all have families there.
Mommy, this is my family. This is my family.
You are a couple and not a family. Olodo labata gbaa lẹ́yìn méjèèjì.
Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave you.
Babes, please forgive me. We can't continue like this. I'm sorry. Please.
We've gone back and forth with this thing. I'm tired of it. I'm done.
Just one more chance. Please. I may change my mind.
Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Never look like they could never.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And he said, go ye into the world and multiply. Go ye into the world and multiply. That is what God said.
Carol.
Carol, mommy.
Hope you slept well.
We thank God, my son. My son,
Huh?
you cannot bribe me with money.
Bribe? No, mommy. You're going back to Ibadan today. So when I'm on leave, I'll come and see you. And she'll go.
There is no need.
There's no need for...
Because I am going nowhere.
Mommy.
Son.
Who died, Joe?
Look, let me tell you, son. No child of mine will ever throw me out of his house because of a woman.
Who said anything about throwing you out? Huh?
That is what you are trying to do. I am going nowhere until I hear the cry of a baby in this house.
Wow. I'm going to work, man. So have a good day, man.
Yeah, you too. Have a good day. Tammy, my son cannot throw me out of his house because of you. Shotigba, if you are barren, you will leave this house and I'll bring a wife for him. What is suffering? Hey, so God said, go into the world and multiply.
Chief.
Yes,
Chief, good morning.
Now, you take yourself out. I won't be chance for lunch, okay? Come on. Love you, baby.
Hi, babe. I'm fine. Yeah. Don't worry. I think I'm ready. I'm ready. I just changed my mind. Besides, it's not worth it. Can you come? Okay? I'm waiting. Yeah.
If I could find someone that makes me feel like I ain't gotta watch my back. Watch my back. If I could find someone that can give me everything I need to smile. Oh, need to smile. I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything to have you around. Oh, I'll do anything, yeah, to have you around. I'll do anything, oh, to make you mine. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Where are you coming from? It's past midnight.
Chief.
I said, where are you coming from?
Okay, Chief, if you insist. Oh, Chief. Sorry, my bad. Honestly, I went to town. I took myself out. I went to see my sister and, you know, I did some window shopping, Chief. Yeah, some window. You know the thing they call window shopping, right? Yeah, I did some window. I bought myself some ice cream too. I took myself around town, Chief. I did so many things, Chief. Chief, oh, you sleepyhead. I thought as much. Sleepy, Chief. Babes, I think it's high time you guys sorted out your sex life.
My husband will not understand. He doesn't understand that I cannot do those crazy stuff anymore. After my stitches broke the last time, I've been scared to do anything overboard.
But for how many years now? For how many years?
Naomi, you need to put yourself in my shoes. You don't understand. I feel contrite whenever Ben is pounding on me like a piece of meat. He tosses me around like toast bread. And then literally, he will pound me till I start to bleed. And the painful part is, when I tell him, baby, take it easy, his dick goes flat. And then he picks a fight. Can you imagine that? The other day I cried so hard the kids ran into the room to ask him, Daddy, why are you beating mommy? And the ignominy of my children seeing me in such dragon position. My legs were like this. I still have to live with that.
You cannot be seen in that position. Not when your kids are around now. No. But wait. Why can't you guys, go to the hotel, try something crazy, have some fun and all that? Because I think he got fixed to you because he knows you liked his irrational sex life.
You don't seem to understand this thing. This young lady is no stronger for those kind of things again.
Thank you.
Irene, do you want to leave your marriage? If you want to leave it, I support you. Before I'll tell you that I'm not supposed to leave, but as it is right now, if you want to leave, my dear, I am standing strong beside you. Leave him if you want to leave. In fact, I'll talk to that.
Tammy, are you advising her to leave her marriage?
Until she die?
You don't understand. Tammy has witnessed my crisis before.
Then he must be very sick.
That's my husband you're talking about.
I know, but why did you bring his story here? Why did you bring his story here?
Yeah. Come over.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Shidata
Benny.
I have been meaning to ask you people a question. Why don't you advise your sister?
I don't.
We don't understand
what you're saying.
Dano, how old are you?
I'm 30, Mama.
Irenko?
31.
And you all have children for your husband. Ask your sister what she is doing with my son. Anyway, I don't expect a fast answer. I will go into that kitchen, make myself a drink. By the time I come back, we'll all sit down and discuss as one family. Shachibo, Moko.
Why didn't you tell us that Yata guy is around?
How am I supposed to know? Sumada used to behave like a witch. Even when she's in this house, you know me until she begins to make trouble. Honey, I'm on my way. You guys cannot just live like that now.
Why? Do you have the answer to her question?
You're just crazy coward.
Yes. For this woman, I will be a coward.
Okay, you know what? I'll come to your house so that we can talk to them together.
I can chief too.
No, I know that one.
You hand no day.
Let's go.
Well, good morning. How are you? This exercise you are doing, what is it for? Exercises is for keeping fit. Keeping fit for what? Keeping fit is keeping fit. I thought this exercise is meant for women who have given birth, for them to keep fit. Oh, you don't want to lose your shape, right? We need children more than your shape. I've heard you. Wale is already in the kitchen, doing what you are supposed to do. Please go and relieve him. Go in there and relieve him. You people think you can joke with me in this house? Never. Go bossy, rah. You are going to give me grandchildren as long as I am here and I'm still alive. Oh man, keep fit. Go for more. Hey! Keeping fit is keeping fit. Hey, Magbami.
Look at you, you were growing beers.
You grow yours too. How are you? You're welcome back. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
I miss you.
Jack.
Yeah.
Meet my beautiful wife, Naomi.
You're welcome, Jake. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Your stepmother. And meet your kid sister.
Are you
Gift.
serious?
Welcome, Uncle Jake.
Oh, come here. She is pretty.
Oh, yes, she is.
Man, that I miss you.
Oh, I know. Let's get inside. Come on. Bring the bags. Bring the luggage, Tony.
What's the problem? What?
Baby, we're agreed no aggression. My home feels off track. I'm still feeling pains.
What is it with you? Huh? Yes, we agreed, but that was last month. Are you trying to tell me that the pain is still there?
We should just have Normal sex.
What's your definition of normal sex? The missionary style, right? That's way off my league. You're my wife. You're supposed to do everything I want, including on bed.
And Irene is here with you. Do with me whatever you want. But just be gentle. I'm a human being. We can have normal sex.
What do you call the normal sex? The orthodox way, right? We are new school. We are not old school.
Okay. I choose a position and you get to be gentle.
Yes, ma. Let's do something. Oh, here you go again. But you know I'm used to this.
Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave you. About to lose my mind, 'cause there's things I never told you. Never look like they could never break your heart. Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't laugh anymore. What was all of it for? Oh, we don't.
Hello?
Hello, good evening, Elvis.
Good evening, madam. You okay?
Yeah. No, not really. Is my husband with you?
Oh, no. Are you sure you're alright?
Don't worry. I'm sorry for calling you this late. Good night.
You too.
Give me the phone.
What is it?
When will you stop this nonsense? I am right here with you and you're telling another woman I love you too.
For real? If you heard me very well, you should know I said you too.
Whatever. Who was that?
Well, it's a friend's wife, Ben. I'm sure he didn't go home to his family when we left the club. Hey.
Hello? Who's this place? I'm sorry, ma. Baby, I'm sorry, okay?
Before.
Hello?
Hello? Did I wake you up?
No, it's fine. Are you okay? Are you crying?
It's been again. It's been again. This time it was so aggressive. I'm just tired. I'm tired.
You know what? Where is he? Let me speak with him.
He's not here. He got angry and he left. I'm sure he's down the road drinking. And you know that's how he starts to misbehave outside.
Okay, look, just calm down, okay? What you would do?
Thank you.
Don't worry, don't worry. Oh, my husband will talk to him.
Good night.
Alright, darling. Okay, yeah? He's been again now. I think you talk to him again. Because the last time you spoke with him, there was peace in that house. And it seemed like whenever you talk to him, there'll be a little peace. What kind of one is this now?
I'll talk to him tomorrow afterwards, yeah. Now let's
Hi, Jake.
Like I said, you don't even know what's going on in my life. You don't even want to be in my shoes. Let me ask you, does your wife starve you of sex? I'm waiting.
Look, her sister said something about you being wild.
Wild? She's just lame in bed. She's lame. Who on earth at this age does missionary style of sex? Nobody. Have you watched The Sex Life of a Donkey? Don't worry, please. Like I said, you don't even want to be in my shoes. You don't.
You only talk about yourself. My brother, you don't want to be in my shoes either.
Tell me more.
What are you talking about? You've got 2 cute kids. I have none. It's not like I'm not trying. I'm trying to have these kids.
Children are a gift from God. Gift from God, my brother. Don't worry. You have lots of children. But when your wife starts starving you of sex, everything will mean nothing to you until you start having options outside. You don't.
What are you looking at? Not now. Not now. How about?
I think she looks like someone I've seen somewhere.
You have not seen her anywhere.
Have you been following me out? I said I've seen person. You are telling me that I've not seen her.
Yes, okay, so you're seeing her. So with this when you see you're not going to change.
Why are you acting holier than thou? So you mean you were not distracted? Even a priest will be distracted seeing such distraction. Let me tell you.
Just take care of yourself, right?
Rev. Hold on just a minute. We are men. We know men miss rice and porridge. So stop acting like, I beg. Thank you very much. Thanks for the drink.
Take care of yourself.
I've been doing that. It's my wife. My wife has gone to report me to her sisters again.
Come on. So, what was his business?
He wants to help.
See, you are a man. You mind your business, he minds his own. Take care of your family, he takes care of his own. You're my brother, I won't give you wrong advice. It's hard time you told that guy to mind his business.
Abi.
See, I know how to deal with busybody like that. And moreover, you have to tell your wife to stop taking your private matters out of her home.
Bakam. That's the most important thing to me now. Because it's getting too much. Oh boy. We'll leave that side. How far? Oh man, that girl.
Oh boy.
I was distracted.
You not commit.
For 30 seconds, I was distracted. I was placed in a state of periment. Saying that thing.
You not commit crime. That girl backside is national treasure. Boy,
I miss.
I took her digit now.
Are you serious?
I
miss. This night. Ay, well, you're a bad guy.
Trust now.
So how far now?
No, don't worry. I'll pass her. Once I'm done, she's yours forever.
Right.
Just 1 week.
1 week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. You want to finish it? What happened to the word share? After tonight, you pass it to me, no, bro.
It's alright. You win. I do tonight. Tomorrow is yours.
2 nights? What?
Shift.
After tonight, just pass it. Why?
Tomorrow now, daybreak.
Then the next day now.
No problem.
Now you are talking like a brother. Hey.
You didn't say anything about your children's school fees.
What about it?
You were supposed to bring money for us to settle them.
Why are you trying to scam me?
What do you mean by that?
Babes, I went to the children's school yesterday just to beg the proprietor to give me a little time to pay up. And she said your dad has come to settle it, so why are you asking me?
Well, I asked him to pay. I have to pay him back all the money.
So why do you want to pay your dad back for paying the children's school fees?
Because they're your children. Your responsibility. You cannot allow my father to pay your children's school fees all the time.
They are your dad's grandchildren, sweetie.
I think that is very ungrateful. I really do, because if you knew, at least you should have called to say thank you.
Who said I wasn't going to do that? In fact, let me just call Dad to tell him thank you. Good dad. Awesome dad. Just tell him thank you. And please, stop taking my private issues outside the walls of this house to your sisters. They don't have a perfect home either. And tell them to first of all take off the speck in their eyes before looking out for others. I'm calling Dad.
You don't have to insult them, okay? I brought them into this, so you can blame me.
Hello, Daddy.
And not insult my sisters.
Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave you. About to lose my mind.
What's that?
Nothing, I was just...
You?
Look, nothing, I was just trying to wake you up. Oh. What are you doing here? You should be in your room.
It's fine.
Look, I know when someone is fine and when someone is not. Right now, you don't seem fine to me. You're irritated about something. Something bothers you. And I know it's about my father. Look, I know how everything went down. Alright? I know how it feels when your partner's age is going down.
What do you know about love? What do you know about my affairs with your dad? I saw his age and I came in. All I asked for is to be treated like a woman and nothing more.
I understand. I mean, we're saying the same thing. Look, my father has failed to carry out his viral duties and responsibilities, I understand. Tell me something. Is there anything you're lacking? Is it in bed?
Jesus. Gee, you have no right to inquire of my doings with your dad. No.
Yeah, I understand. But I'm just being caring, alright? I'm just being caring, that's all. You know what though? It's late. Just go upstairs. Try as much as you can to get some cuddle, do some shit, and then you'll be fine. Alright? I'll see you in the morning. Do some shit.
This sickness is really getting interesting.
Babe, I was thinking, you know we've been trying desperately for a child. And we're doing everything right, except praying. And you know how the saying goes, heaven helps those who help themselves.
No.
Yeah, so, I was thinking that, I mean, maybe we could...
Pray and fast?
Yeah, we pick a date, fast, 66. We pray as a family.
That's a very good idea, but will it just be the two of us?
Of course, you know that Mama Wali will be the ringleader of the whole thing. So, and yeah, you could have your sisters come over now.
My sisters?
Yeah.
No, they have bigger issues to deal with.
So we'll put everything in front of God now, Abby. Abby, what do you think?
Oh, well, I just hope they'll be free.
They'll be free.
I just hope they'll be free. Maybe weekend. Weekend will not be a bad idea.
Abby?
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. See. Hello. Naomi. What's up? Yes. Can you talk? Okay. My husband and I was thinking that
Abba, mommy. It's just 2 o'clock now, mommy.
Wale your mommy. Eh? Mi ò lè para mi. I cannot kill myself. Look at me, I am old. Eh? You people can do dry fasting. But let me watch my own. Eh? See, my son, fasting is fasting.
But please, child, don't bring any of this thing outside because it will discourage the others.
Oh, I know. I'm coming, eh?
She bread me. Bread, Am I Russian?
Sweetheart.
Hey.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm all right.
I can see. Baby, I'll be going to my sister's house, Irene.
Oh.
And Gift is sleeping. Please ensure you do her schoolwork when she's up, okay? And
That's
baby,
all right.
I'll be keeping late nights.
Oh, be cool, baby. That's all right.
No problem. I will, promise.
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Oh.
Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye. Yeah.
Is that the way you run things around here, Dad?
What exactly are you talking about?
Did you see what she was wearing? Did you see how she's dressed? A wife? A mother?
But son, you have tested the our-fate live in America. Why do you think these medieval ways? Now that is how all young ladies dress everywhere. You don't hold people in primitive repression in the name of marriage. And you know it.
That reminds me that a few nights ago I saw her sleeping in the living room. I don't understand what that was all about. Look, Dad, I'm your son. You can always confide in me. You can talk to me anytime. Are you guys having some kind of misunderstanding or something?
You are a grown-up. I expect you to understand. At my age, I am no longer mentally strong for sexual activities. In fact, since I lost your mother, I have lost craving for things like that. But the problem is, she will not understand.
Daddy, how do you want a young girl like Naomi to understand that? Look, we all know you loved Mom. We do. She's gone. Allow the poor girl enjoy her marriage. I mean, it's too late to make such decisions now.
You will not understand, son. I'll be in my room.
Dad.
Hi, baby. Oh, baby, you don't know how much I missed you. I understand. I know. I will send you some money when my husband gives me what he promised. Yeah. Don't worry, I understand. You will see me soon. I will find out time for us to spend the night. But for now, no. Because I don't have a justifiable reason to tell them at home. Okay. I love you. Bye. Bye.
Oh, Gift, you cannot ride that here. You will fall. You will.
I promise I'll be careful.
Okay, better still be careful.
I'll be careful.
Better.
Look at my baby Gift.
Uncle Jake.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine.
How's school today?
It was fine.
Alright. Look at what Uncle got for you. Gift. This is for you. And this is for you.
Oh, thank you, Jake. Thank you. Gift and I really appreciate the love you've shown. Gift, tell Uncle thank you.
Thank you, Uncle.
You're welcome, my darling. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yeah.
If you guys won't be busy, I would have loved you to accompany me to a resort. I'll be going there with my girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend in Nigeria already?
Not really. Not really. You know, I'm still processing it. You know, Nigeria girls now, they feel saying yes on the first day makes them look cheap and all that. So we're taking our time. But let me not corrupt your daughter, all right? But we can still go.
Okay, I will check my schedule, but not with my daughter.
Mommy, I want to go.
Oh, sweetie, you cannot go with him. Look, Uncle Jake has so much hustling to do. When he's done, he will take us to the park and play.
Okay, Mommy.
Okay.
I'll be inside for now.
All right.
All right. I'll see you later. Is there food?
Yeah, you can help yourself.
You are darling. All right, Gift. I'll see you later.
Bye, Uncle.
All right, bye, darling.
Let's see what he got
Let's
for
see
me.
what he got for you. A scramble. Wow. Whoa, this is beautiful. So,
let's see what he got for you, Mommy. What did he get for you?
Okay, you want to see?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Surprise, surprise.
Ew. Ew.
Come on, go inside. Get inside.
Hey, I heard you're still seeing my husband. Stay away from him, else I will give you a cold acid bath and nothing will happen. I will make it look like an accident because your life is worth nothing. Look at this useless prostitute. Stay away from my husband. I will not be this nice next time, oh.
Look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave you. About to lose my mind, 'cause there's things.
Hey, I heard you're still seeing my husband. Stay away from him, else I will give you a cold acid bath and nothing will happen. I will make it look like an accident because your life is worth nothing. Look at this useless prostitute. Stay away from my husband. I will not be this nice next time, oh.
You can't do this to me. You can't leave me now. You're everything. You are my life. I can't do without you. Please.
Oga, you don't understand me. Your wife threatened to pour acid on me. I'm too young for all this. Please, you have to go.
Irene threatened you to... Irene can't do such thing. I'll kill her. She can't try such stupid thing with you.
Oh, after she must have baited me with acid or when? You should have killed her before coming.
Okay, so what are you trying to say in essence? That you just want to throw away everything we had into the trash just because of a mere threat from a woman like you?
There's nothing like a mere threat coming from a woman who is losing her husband. Be truthful to me. If she eventually pours that acid on my face and I look ugly at the end of the day, will you stick around? Would you? I thought as much. You know what, just leave me alone. Let's just end this. Because if I lose my face, nothing in this world will make sense to me anymore. So I just think we part ways.
You're not going to lose your face.
I am. Please, I'm done. I'm done.
I'll protect you.
I am done. Oga, leave. I said leave now. Leave.
Mama, hurry up. What? 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 Baby! Mommy! Mommy! Baby! Mommy! What's your... Good evening, Mr. Walden. Doctor, please, my wife. Don't you think you should take her to the hospital right now? It's nothing serious. Have this. Oh, but I'm saying we should go to the... Don't worry, she's 3 weeks pregnant.
That's okay.
What? Baby,
Yeah, you know.
baby, baby, no,
Baby,
Mommy, wait, let's go.
Tammy, how could you? How could you, Tammy? What's going on? Look, Tammy has been taking contraceptive. She doesn't want to get pregnant.
Who told you?
Remember the day you sent me to get your passport? I searched through your closet. I was shocked when I saw the drugs. I thought you guys were on family planning. Then I noticed something strange. You disguised everything. At that point, I knew what you were up to. I ran out. I ran out to get some pain relief that looked almost like your medicines. I flushed them and replaced them all. I'm sure you didn't try to check because you never thought it was possible for anyone to find out.
Tammy, I think you went too far. If you did not want to have children, why did you get married?
I don't know. You were all married. And Jane, my twin, was married too.
And what does that have to do with us? Tammy, we prayed. We fasted. We even cried when your mother-in-law was embarrassing you with childlessness. Little did we know that you didn't even need miracle. Tammy, why?
I'm just so scared. I don't want to die.
Tammy, people just don't die in labor.
Yeah.
We chose the wrong hospital for Jane. That was what happened. That doesn't mean you should relive the rest of your life without children.
But labor is still very painful.
Tammy, look, I understand. But the pain is not compared to the joy you feel from a crying baby.
Thank you.
You will go through it. It's okay.
Traveled. I dropped my father off at the airport. I wasn't meant to travel. Don't worry, alright? Enjoy your black bootylicious, alright? When you're done, I'll be downstairs.
I am doomed. I thought you said you'd be home alone this weekend. You could have come to my place now. Oh God, I don't like putting you in trouble.
But you know I couldn't make it to your place. Someone needs to pick gifts in the school. You need to go now. You need to go now. I'll just go. I'll take care of things. You just need to go. Is your dad going to believe? His arrogant son? Or his beautiful wife? Besides, you have no proof.
You amuse me, woman. You actually thought I was going to confront my dad with empty words. You lie.
Bear out your meanings.
Okay. For 20 to 30 minutes, I was standing by that door, but you just didn't notice. Oops, I understand. You were carried away whatever it is you were doing. But unfortunately, I was standing there with my friend. And guess what? Every damn thing you were doing was recorded right here in this phone. So you see, I got you.
I see. You know, your dad told me how annoying you can be. And I pleaded and begged for your return. My mistakes. You don't deserve to be here.
But I'm here now. I'm here now, that's all that matters, young woman. I don't have time to alter words with you. I give you 2 days. You heard me? 2 days and I shall have a word with my father.
Jake? 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 This is not acceptable. Totally unacceptable. And if father hears about this, you are messed up. How could you? Woman to woman. This thing is not in our family. Me, I don't know where you went to learn it from. Even God detests this kind of thing. God can destroy a marriage because of same-sex indulgence. That is why he destroys Sodom and Gomorrah, because of this same thing you're doing.
Tammy, you don't understand. You don't. Look, I thought this was better than going for another man. Besides, Chief is not trying. Chief hasn't touched me for 4 years now.
And you think what you're doing is not adultery? Eh? Once you allow yourself sexual pleasure with a third party, be it man or woman, it is adultery. In fact, and there is punishment for it. Your own is even double punishment because it's adultery and homosexuality. Where did you even learn it from? This thing is not in our family. What do you do now?
How can you be asking her that kind of question? The girl has to do what she has to do. The guy is blackmailing her. It's between the devil and the Red Sea right now. My dear, you make up your mind if you want to have fun or consider losing your marriage, because I know Chief will not falter in throwing her things out of the house when James tells him. And Daddy will throw you back at him. His commandment is once you get married, you stay there. You carry your cross to the end, no going back.
Do you want to listen to her? She's not the right person to give you advice concerning this kind of situation. Would you rather sleep with father and son? Your stepson? Your own stepson? That's total abomination.
Abomination is when a man marries a beautiful woman like this. Look at my sister. And he doesn't touch her. Is she a piece of furniture? Eh? Is she a piece of furniture? Even the Bible you're talking about, God killed Onan for having improper sex. My dear, have fun, okay?
This whole thing is not a joke. This is not, you should not listen to her. It's not a joke. The best thing to do right now, if your husband comes back, if Chief comes back, go on your knee, beg him, apologize and confess your sins.
Oh, you guys are just turning my case into arguments. Look, I need help.
No, I'm giving you useful advice here. Tammy hasn't said anything useful. Wait, I'm only asking her to choose between acid and alcohol. You are giving her acid to drink.
Don't listen to her. Do what is right. If you want to keep your home, do what is right. Confess your sins to your husband. Don't do this thing. Oh. Don't go and sleep with father and be sleeping with son.
Tammy, I'm scared. I am scared. Look, have you forgotten what happened the last time I told Chief that I gave a man my number? He sent me packing. And trust that now, calling me all sorts of names. He even gave me the last warning. I feel like killing myself now. I feel like killing myself.
Now you are talking. That is the best option, to kill yourself, because that is what Tammy wants you to do.
Naomi, I'm your sister. If I don't tell you the truth, nobody will tell you. Don't listen to what Irene is saying. Cause your girlfriend, your lesbian partner. What's that her name again?
Freda.
Freda or whatever her name is. Give her money, tell her to go far away from you. She should not come close to you. Let her just go. Pay her money for the future. Whatever times you guys want to spend together. Pay her for, let her go far away from you. That's the best thing to do.
That sounds like hope.
Use your tongue to count your teeth. How you even are enjoying the thought of a woman.
Baby, please take this.
No.
Please, take it, please.
I can't take it.
You, please.
No.
Please, just take it, please. I beg you, please. Okay?
This isn't fair. Naomi, this is unfair. I gave you my heart. I gave you my everything. I told people to back off because of you. It's barely few months, Naomi.
Sweetie, I understand. Trust me, I understand. And I am so sorry. I am very, very sorry. Okay? Look, you are a beautiful woman. I believe someone will come for you in no time. Try and give yourself a man. Some men may not value you, but some will value and cherish you. And trust me, sweetie, when you see a man, a real man that loves you, you will forget about this substitute.
No, I love you. It is you I love. Please come back. Please. I need you back in my life. We can hide and do stuff.
We cannot hide enough. Understand me? We cannot hide enough. Can't you see? My marriage is my pride. And as you can see, it's already at stake. Please, I need you to let me go. And you know I would do this for you if I was in your shoe. Please.
Okay. It's okay. But just know that you have a friend in me. You can call on me anytime, any day.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Chief, let's watch something else now. This is boring.
Let us see what is going on in the world. Let's see.
Hello, Dad.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
There is something I need to discuss with you.
What is it? Son, speak to your father.
It's about Naomi.
Oh.
Dad, I don't know how this will sound, but I just have to say it, you know. That Naomi has been stressing herself of late. I mean, the stress is becoming too much. Okay, for example, yesterday she cleaned up the entire house, starting from upstairs, downstairs, including the balcony. This work is becoming too much. I'm thinking it's about that time we hire a housemaid, so the workload will be less.
I've talked about that already, but Naomi refuses a maid. You don't worry. Your niece, Winnie, will be coming back home from school very soon. So Naomi will no longer do all the job alone. Okay?
Okay, that's all right, Dad. I was just concerned and showing my care.
Oh, thank you for your concern, son. Good son.
Yeah.
Yes, he cares.
He does.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey, stop it, please.
Come on, huh?
Hey, look, now you have gotten what you wanted. Can I have the videos and pictures so that I can destroy them?
Look at you. Don't tell me you believe all those cock and bull stories about videos and pictures, because I did not. You heard me. I did no pictures, no videos.
Hey, you see, if you don't give me those pictures and videos now, I will do what you will not like. I don't care anymore. Give them to me now!
You are yelling at your new boo, babe. Take a good look at me. You're talking to me. Okay. Have you forgotten the other day at the living room you wanted to take pictures of your daughter? And I said my phone was bad, so tell me. How am I supposed to take a picture or a video? Oh my God, my God. I got you with that one. Look, I know you hate me right now. I know you feel like strangling me, kill me and all of that, but what would you have me do? I like you a lot. I couldn't keep it to myself. I need to show it. What are you doing with my dad? He's old. All right, you need a fresh...
Oh, you shut up!
That's kind of sexy, you know?
I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! Oh!
But I love you! I love you! Alright, go. Go, 7 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Now you can come back. Try and make it in 10 seconds. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, you are the best in the world. Did you agree to that?
Yeah.
Gift, go prepare for your class.
Your tutor is almost here.
Yes, Mom.
Alright, I'll see you later. Take the slippers. It's gonna be sleeping now. Just... Okay. And what is the meaning of that?
Stay away from my daughter.
She's also my sister.
You should have considered that the day you chose your terms.
Come on, babe. Are you still going back to that? I already said I'm sorry. Look, I did everything I did because I like you. I never took advantage of you. Look, if you were trying to make trouble with me, it would only make me fall in love with you over and over again. You have no idea how beautiful you look when you're angry. Can I get a thank you?
Thank you?
You're welcome.
You are a fool.
That sounds like you are a bull to me. You see, here we go again. You were swinging that shit all over.
If I could find someone that makes me feel like I ain't gotta watch my back, watch my back. If I could find someone that can give me everything I need to smile, oh, need to smile, I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything to have you around. Oh, I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything, oh, to make you mine.
Girl, fun I approve, but falling in love, you're on your own.
I don't know if it's love yet, but I think I feel something.
See, lose that feeling, okay? That is common sense leaving you.
Look, Irene, I don't even know what is wrong with me. Irene, I don't sleep well. I can't even concentrate. He is everywhere in my head. I know he's a crazy guy, but trust me, he's so romantic. And trust me when I say he's the only guy that has touched my soft spot.
Naomi, wait. Do you want to actually continue sleeping with your son?
Not my son. Stepson, please.
Whatever, it just sounds disgusting. I just threw up in my mouth.
And if you don't throw up, that food will still kill you. You think everything is all about jokes? I just asked you to help me. Help me.
How did you know I was eating? Alright, seriously. Let's be serious. I have one advice for you. And that is, develop hatred for this guy. Yeah. Pick up a fight. Whatever. Just do something. Just try and distract yourself. No deal. However it just sounds disgusting. Can we change topic? Don't even talk about this. It's not even a topic to talk about again. I beg you, job. Me no irritates my body. Yeah, for the meantime, make use of your dildo. Watch a porn. Entertain yourself. I'm giving you sisterly advice. So.
If I could find someone that makes me feel like I ain't gotta watch my back, watch my back. If I could find someone that can give me everything I need to smile. Oh, need to smile. I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything to have you around. Oh, I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything to make you mine. If I could find someone that makes me feel like I ain't gotta watch my back, watch my back. If I could find someone that can give me everything I need to smile, oh, need to smile. I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything to have you around.
Dad, you're weak. What's the matter?
Did you see Naomi? I mean, did you see her drive out? She's nowhere to be found.
Oh, really? I thought she said she'll be staying late night with her sister. Have you checked the garage if her car is parked there?
No. All right. Let me check. Sorry.
It's okay,
Don't
Dad.
cut your sleep, my son.
It's okay, Dad. You just try and catch some sleep. She'll be all right.
All right.
All right, good night, Dad.
Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave you. About to lose my mind, 'cause there's things I never told you. Things I never told you.
I was looking for you.
Oh, really? I went to pray in the garden, Chief. I didn't want to wake you up. But I saw you going towards the garage and I thought you forgot something in the car. Go to bed, Chief.
Why do people fall in love? Never look like they could never break your heart. If I could find someone that makes me feel like I ain't gotta watch my back, watch my back. If I could find someone that can give me everything I need to smile, oh, need to smile, I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything to have you around. Oh, I'll do anything to have you around. I'll do anything to make you mine.
How's your day going?
fine, thank you.
This food is... Mm. That's mine, you know? This thing is big. Wow.
What if I poison that food? Man, you take a lot of risks. Knowing that a woman has your life at a single meal, yet you mess with her heart. I'm not going to kill you. I will just help you deal with your problems. At least that's what strong women do. You can go on and eat. I will not kill my husband because of a side chick.
do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart.
So, how's your day going?
Fine, thank you.
This food is... That's mine, you know? This thing is big. Wow.
What if I poison that food? Man, you take a lot of risks. Knowing that a woman has your life at a single meal, yet you mess with her heart. I'm not going to kill you. I will just help you deal with your problems. At least that's what strong women do. You can go on and eat. I will not kill my husband because of a side chick.
do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Friends that look amazing, then they drive you crazy. Now they wanna leave you. About to lose my mind, 'cause there's things I never told you. Ooh, why do people fall in love? Why do people fall in love? Oh.
Look at you. Bring out of that car for me! You see? You're even living in the car. Look, just look at you. That car for me. You see? See your life. He bought you a car because you don't have a house. Useless. Cheap whore. Dirty underwear. Look. Stop this car, follow me. Move that car.
I am very sorry, please.
You refused to pay your children's school fees because you said business was bad. I know how much I took from my father to assist your business. He took up your responsibility of paying your children's school fees and attending to my needs. And then you buy a car for a girl? Ben! You were not sorry. You were just a big fool.
Ben, I will not deny you my body as long as you've agreed to have regular sex. But that being said, you're going to have to run a test or we'll use a condom till I'm sure of this marriage.
Baby, it hasn't got into this yet.
Oh, it has gone way past that. I ran a pedigree check on your girlfriend, Juliet. You know what I found out? There is no big boy on the island she has not bent over for. You took your hard-earned cash and you bought a car for a whore. You bought a car for everybody's boo. How impulsive.
I'm sorry. I've said it before. I am sorry.
Apology accepted. But you will run that test.
Don't you want
Hello.
Uzo, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Doctor, how are you?
Very well.
Hello, Dr.
How are you?
Fine.
So, what's up?
Good.
Do you want anything to drink?
No, I'm fine. It's okay. I'm okay.
So, what's up?
Very well.
Okay. Okay. Why don't you go to your room? I will join you guys later. Alright, go to your room again. I don't want you guys running up the stairs though.
Mr. Penn, there is a problem.
Problem?
It is positive.
What is positive? HIV?
Yes, HIV positive. But not you all. You are safe. So are the kids. Just Mr. Penn.
We had sex a few times.
And after my stitches broke, I stopped him from touching me. My results came back negative, mine and the children's. I guess he contacted it a couple of months ago.
Oh, wow. So, what are we going to do now? Eh? HIV is not malaria. It is not.
I'm confused. I really am.
Maybe we should talk to Dad about you leaving the house with your kids.
Sounds like a good idea. But I love my husband. He's still my husband, isn't he? I'll just stay. I'll stay with him. I'll just try to be careful, that's all.
It's okay, it's not a problem if you want to stay back. But ensure that there is no sex. Not even with condom. No sex at all. Because we cannot lose you. God forbid, we cannot stand it. Look, know that condom protection for pregnancy is like 95%. But for HIV, my darling, it's 50-50. So you have to be very careful. I beg. Don't worry.
It's okay.
How did you get in here? What do you want? Shebi, you've taken your husband. You also took the car. My car. What do you want from me now, this woman? Leave me alone. If they beat you, go home and cry to your husband. Just leave me alone. Let me be.
I came to thank you for infecting my husband with HIV.
What? God will punish you. The earth will reject your body the day it bury you. This pain you caused me will come back to you 10 times over. Women struggle to build homes and young girls like you just go about destroying them in the twinkle of an eye. Why my husband? Have I done anything to wrong you before? May you be a curse to your family. And you will reap shame in everything you do.
See, this boy will not do anything completely before filing it.
Please, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Dad. Honestly, I'm so ashamed of myself. I'm sorry. It's the devil's work.
What is the difference between you and the devil?
Come on, Dad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do all of that. I didn't know what came over me. I'm sorry, Dad. Please forgive me. Please, Dad, I'm sorry.
A man cannot cut his skin because of eczema. I have forgiven you, but you have to leave this house and never return until I die.
You have always wanted to disown me.
No. I am trying to prevent reoccurrence. Stay away from me and my family. I don't know how you got her. Naomi is a good woman. You took advantage of her loneliness. I have a duplex that I got last year in Abuja. You go there. I will give you enough money for you to carry on.
Is this it? This is it. Come on, Dad. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't make me change my mind. Don't make me change my mind. You go to Abuja. That's what I said. What kind of a son are you?
Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart. Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart.
Where are you going to?
There are no amount of words to express how sorry I am, Chief. I know you will not forgive me. So I decided to save my energy to cry when I get home. You are a good man. You deserve better. I'm going to my sister's place to stay a while till I find a life for myself.
Why do people fall in love? It never looked like they could ever break your heart.
It's all my fault. I blame myself for everything. You are a good woman. I just felt I didn't love my wife enough. That's why she died of cardiac arrest. You see, those times I was always with you. She would cry her heart out. Even though I'm happy with you here, my heart has always been heavy with guilt. But I think it's time to let go of the past. With its nightmares. Now stay. Let's fix things the way they were, my dear. We can. I love you.
I love you too.
You're not going out?
No. Will you ever forgive me?
I don't hold any grudge against you. You're still my husband. But things will never ever be the same between us again. So you can carry on with your Juliet and the rest of them if they are. We don't care. It doesn't matter to us anymore.
Are we going to Lekki?
Yes.
Oh, no fuel, no fuel. We need to get gas. Hmm?
We'll put fuel inside it.
You put fuel?
Yes.
Where's the money? Bring the money.
You.
It's with me. We need to get gas.
Junior, Zara, that place is enough. Go to your room.
I don't want to play with Daddy more.
I said go to your room and read your books.
So I can't play with my kids no more?
Well, the place is very dangerous. I don't want them spilling blood.
Lord. But I'm lonely.
Well, we cannot take that kind of risk in this house anymore. I think I should take my children back to my father's place. I don't want to stay here.
Oh, Yummy, Kilo, what are you doing?
Oh, Mama, I'm trying to prepare food for us to eat.
Stress is not allowed in this house for you. As long as I am here, all you need to do is to eat, sleep, wake up, and relax.
No, I'm a very strong woman. I'm very, very strong. You know, I cannot leave all the house chores for you to do. That's why I told my husband to get us a housemaid. What did you refuse?
My dear, I am not complaining. Leave that thing you are doing. Leave it. Just go and relax yourself. Go and relax.
You're going to make me very lazy. You're pampering me too much. This thing is not hard work. I can do it.
Laziness is allowed in this house. It is not a sin to be lazy. You just don't worry yourself. Go and relax yourself. Don't worry. I will do everything. Look, I bought some foods for you. I'll prepare them for you when you are ready to eat something. Okay? Just go and relax yourself.
I should go.
Oh, my dear. Cabo, call me. Hey, Rora, you. Gently. Hey. I'm going to have a grandchild. Hey.
Yeah. That's enough. I need my clear eyes to finish the job.
Baby,
Yeah.
why don't you want to take his calls?
Bear wants me to come over. I think it's time I set this right.
And what's wrong with that? You've been avoiding him for days. Come on, are you guys fighting over something?
You won't understand.
Then talk to me.
Ben tested positive to HIV.
Jesus Christ.
Hey. What's that look for? Did you do anything with him?
What sort of question is that? You guys share women.
Oh, see, I don't do Ben's women without protection. Come on, I went for my test too. It's negative. Here is it there, on the table.
Baby?
Yeah.
Look, you need to be very careful.
Yeah, I know.
Very, very careful. Alright?
I said, I'm sorry.
Okay.
We're okay now, okay?
Yeah, well.
I love you.
Love you too.
Ah.
Ben, you really need to stop drinking. Ben.
It is well is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well with my soul, with my soul.
I'll call you back, Jake. We just finished. Thanks for everything.
It is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well with my soul, with my soul. Ooh, with my soul, my soul. It is well with my soul, my soul. Oh, it is well with my soul. It is well with my Why do people